Hello, welcome to this brief tutorial on how to play hearts. My name is Bob Murley. In the next few minutes we'll talk about the rules of hearts as well as how to play the game on the ShuffleShack site. Hearts is played with 4 players normally and always at our site. If you don't have 4 players ready to play, say you only have 3, we'll be glad to supply a computer surrogate to play the 4th position. If you only have 1 or 2 players, we'll supply more surrogates. I've always been partial to Robbie the Robot. In the game of hearts, there are cards that have point values. Every card in the suit of hearts has a point value of 1, and the queen of spades has a point value of 13. All other cards have no point value. The object of the game is to take the fewest number of points. The player with the lowest score at the end of the game is the winner. At the beginning of the game, 13 cards are dealt to each player. Therefore, all 52 cards in the deck are dealt. At the beginning of each round, there's a passing step. On the first round of the game, you pass 3 cards to your left and receive 3 cards from the player on your right. On the second round, you pass 3 cards to your right. On the third round, 3 cards to the person across the table. And finally, the fourth round is a hold hand with no pass. This sequence repeats for each 4 rounds of the game. Once the passing is done, whoever holds the deuce of clubs plays it as the lead of the first trick. Then each player plays a card in turn, going around the table clockwise. In hearts, you must follow suit, which means that if you have 1 or more cards in the suit that's led, you must play one of them. Whoever plays the highest card in the suit led wins that trick and any points on it, and leads the next trick. If you don't have a card in the suit led, you can play any card you like, with one exception. The first trick is safe, where you can't play any point cards, so no hearts or queen of spades on the first trick. It's said that hearts are broken when the first point card of the round has been played. This is a bit of a misnomer because even if the queen of spades is played, that still counts as breaking hearts. You're not allowed to lead a point card until hearts are broken. Once they're broken, you can lead any card you want. And finally, there's one more little twist to the game. If a player collects all 13 hearts during the round and the queen of spades, it's said that that player has shot the moon. Instead of being penalized 26 points, that player gets 0 points and everyone else gets 26 points. People are always trying to do this, so you have to watch out for it during the game. So let's start here in the ShuffleShack lobby. This is where you choose the game you want to play. Notice this icon, which displays a summary of the rules of the game. We'll click on the Hearts graphic, which takes us into the Hearts lobby. Your screen name appears here on the left, along with any other players who may be in the lobby at the time. Let's look at the Preferences panel. Here you can choose the number of players in the game. If you pick 2, for example, then there would be 2 live players in the game and 2 computer surrogates. Here you can specify the length of the game, and we've specified 2 rounds. Now we'll pick 1 player, save, create the table, and ShuffleShack immediately assigns 3 very formidable players to us, takes us to the game, deals the cards, and you remember I mentioned about the passing step. The computer players waste no time in choosing the cards to pass, so we'll choose ours by clicking on the 3 cards, 7 of hearts and queen and 10 of clubs. Pass. And then since we have the deuce of clubs, we will lead off the first trick. Alexander takes that. And now we'll just try to avoid taking any points. This is the first time diamonds are played, so it's probably safe. And play a second time around and get rid of the lead. Now, no hearts have been played up until this point, but we can play one now since we don't have a diamond, so we'll do that. And now hearts are broken. George took the trick, so no one can run now except for him. Run being another term for shooting the moon. By the way, this shows up here the last trick that was played. We took a heart there, so hearts are split now. Nobody can run. So we just want to avoid taking points from now on. And Alexander ended up with all the remaining tricks, including the Queen of Spades. So the scores are displayed, and we notice that Alexander is losing with 23 points, and the other three of us all have 1. And the cards are dealt for the second round, and play continues in the same way. So I think you get the idea. I hope you enjoy the game, and thanks for joining us.